So with the recent events of Dragon Ball Super, the entire community is speculating as to who will return from the future, given the circumstance that Toyotaro and Akira Toriyama had an interview based on the topic. I'm joined here today by JR Saiyans, and today we're going to be talking about the potential character re-entry of Trunks. Now, everybody has been talking about this, and before we begin, guys, just note that this video will contain lots and lots of Dragon Ball Super spoilers, so if you guys don't want to know what happens, if you guys don't want any info as to what's going on, simply tune out of the video or just fast forward, because again, you have been warned. Do not cry in the comment section about spoilers. Now, here's the thing, man. Before you start making all these whale noises, our boy Future Trunks, man, I love him to death. He's a great character. Is it possible for him to come back? Absolutely. Do I believe he's going to come back? Absolutely not. And this might upset some people because they might just be like, oh man, Alex, you have something against Future Trunks. I love Future Trunks so much because when he was a part of the Cell Saga, he had such an interesting and in-depth story about him having to fight for a future. He lost his mentor, he lost his friends, he lost his family. All he had was a mom. And you know, just having to witness his mentor die by these androids, he wanted to come back and just set everything right. Now, for this particular case, having Future Trunks come back, I believe, wouldn't make any sense. I mean, what would be the continuity of him coming back in the first place? I mean, did something happen in the future again that he had to come back and change the past? I mean, been there, done that. So I think that the logic here for having someone like Future Trunks come back would not make any sense. Now, some people might disagree. Some people might say, well, maybe the gods of destruction have been a part of his timeline and his universe, and they destroyed Earth, and now he's living somewhere else, and he needs to figure out how to go back in time and change that. That could be it. I mean, he could come back and say, well, I'm looking for a god named Beerus for destroying my planet, and Beerus is like, what are you talking about? I don't even know who you are. Like, I mean, like, stuff like that could, like, be incorporated, but again, I don't see Future Trunks coming back. Now, I want to get, like, your overall thoughts on this. Do you see Future Trunks ever coming back in Dragon Ball Super? Why or why not?
I don't, man, and I love Trunks to death, man. I mean, Future Trunks, right? Little Trunks, he's a little obnoxious there, but Future Trunks, he was awesome both in the series and in the movies. We gotta remember the movies, like BoJack.
Absolutely.
That was, dude, and Broly, right?
Broly.
Yeah, but the first one.
Do not bring up Broly, because people are just gonna be like, you know what? I think it will be Broly.
Broly's coming back. Yeah,
Broly's coming back.
No, but dude, he was such a badass character. I love him to death and everything about him, right? But I just don't see him coming into our timeline and being even close to any. This is what I talked about in my video. Like, I don't see him being anywhere powerful enough to even compete with Piccolo, I guess.
But I mean, how would we know that? How do we not know that in his timeline he wasn't, you know, taken under the wings of Whis or whoever was present in his universe? I mean, it's strange to say that, yeah, he wouldn't be on nobody's level, because you're right. I mean, at this very point, Future Trunks would not be comparable to Goku or Vegeta in the least, unless, of course, within his timeline, there was another deity that accepted him and saw his potential and trained him, and he was able to gain that knowledge and that strength to, you know, further his evolution. Yeah, sure. But for him to come back, what would be some of the reasons for him to come back in the first place? I think there wouldn't be any. The entire community has been... And here's what pisses me off. The clickbaiters, the misinformation websites. There's so many websites out there, Otaku Art, so many websites that have confirmed Future Trunks that really, it irks me to death, bro.
Like on Facebook, dude.
Yes, it's all over Facebook. Here's the deal, guys. If it's not from, Saiyan Island, if it's not from Kazenshu, it's not real. Because a lot of these people are buying into all these fake-ass websites, and these fake-ass websites are confirming things that aren't even real. I've had several friends, like, text me, DM me on Facebook and stuff, especially on Instagram, at Unreal Studios. People have just been, like, sending me messages, yo, man, Future Trunks confirmed, check out the website. And I'm like, no, first off, that website's fake. Second of all, nothing's been confirmed, because Akira Toriyama has hinted that, yeah, a character from the future and whatnot, but by no means do I believe it's Trunks. Is it possible? Of course it is. I mean, it would make sense in a way to have a future character like Future Trunks return, but the continuity of fitting him in the story wouldn't make any sense, because why would Future Trunks come back? Why would he come back now? What would be his purpose? Now, let's say he does come back, right? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, he does come back. What do you see his role being here? Like, do you see him tagging alongside Goku and Vegeta to, like, continue their journey? Or do you see him, like, pairing off with Gohan? Like, where do you see Trunks if he were to come back?
I don't. If he were to come back, which I'll add on something else after this, but I don't see him being on anywhere near Goku's or Vegeta's level. I mean, he hasn't gone through what they. I mean, he went back, destroyed Cell, and then what from there? You know, we don't even know how the timeline goes. Maybe Boo ends up still coming, but he destroys Boo because there's really nothing else. Or maybe Boo doesn't even come because there's not enough energy. The whole reason that they needed energy to awaken him in his egg. You know what I mean?
That's true as well. I mean, he could have been the only fighter that Spopovich and Yamo probably targeted. Again, like the entirety of this is just like it's so far fetched because I don't ever see like Trunks being on par with Goku or Vegeta.
Nope. It's too far, dude.
No, it is. It is. I mean, I would love to see Gohan train with him because if you think about it, Gohan does need to improve, and I would assume that Trunks would too. But also remember, like, who was the one that trained Trunks? Gohan. But Gohan died. So like that would be like an homage to like his old mentor. Like,
you know what? That's very true. Yes,
like, I'm training with what was supposed to be my original mentor, except now he has 2 arms. But like that would be really cool to see, like Gohan and future Trunks engaging like on their own little quest to get stronger and stuff, while their dads are out there like in Universe 6 and whatnot. I mean, like I think if they were to bring him back, the only story that would fit here is if Vegeta and Goku go to Universe 6 to handle business, and what's left on Earth is Goten, Trunks, future Trunks, and Gohan, and whatever threats come alongside Earth, it's up to Gotenks, Gohan, and future Trunks to handle. So like, do you think that would work?
Maybe. I don't know, man.
Why do you say maybe?
Yeah, it's because there's another point that I want to bring in. What had happened was in the translation, they keep going back and forth with it, and the final translation was a whole. You know how it says a character from the future?
Yeah.
Well now it's a character's future. So like a character we already have's future.
Again, that could be a reflection of Gohan because
Gohan, exactly.
He's been kept on the sideline for this entire time, and I think personally, Akira Toriyama and Toyo Taro have big plans for him. But setting that aside, guys, I personally don't believe that future Trunks is going to return. If you guys feel differently, let me know why, and I would love to hear your arguments as to why you guys believe that it's still possible for him to come back, and let me know like why and how, like what would be the purpose of him coming back, because if he's coming back to change his damn future again, it just wouldn't fit this time. It just really wouldn't.
Yeah.
But let us know what you guys think down below, guys.
Discuss.
What were we saying?
Yeah, discuss it down below.
Again, I don't think so, man. I mean, do you believe so or just no, not at all? Not at all? Comment down below and let us know, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe. That way you guys don't miss a single Dragon Ball video or update. If you guys enjoyed, if you guys cannot wait to see what's going to happen after Dragon Ball Super Episode 40, then smash that like button. Leave your thoughts down in the description comment section below, guys. Again, it's not impossible to believe that he won't come back, because the doors are always still open for him to return. I mean, I wouldn't see why not. As you pointed out, right? I mean, he would be exceptionally weak because he is just, I mean, that's what we assume at least. We don't know what the hell he's been doing in his timeline.
Of course.
But the doors are always open for him to return. But if he did come back, I don't think he would have a purpose. But let us know what you guys think. Check out JR Sands down in the comment section description below, guys. Thank you all for watching once again, and we'll be seeing you guys in the next update. Take it easy, everybody. Peace!